Hello guys. Now I don't normally talk about movies or TV shows in videos. I normally keep them to Facebook posts on our Facebook page. So if you've not seen our Facebook page, it's basically full of memes and movie reviews where we talk about the latest movies that me and my friends have watched, and we leave a star rating. So go and check that out after this video. I've seen a debate on Twitter mostly about which is the best relationship for Otis. So we're going to talk about it. I will be doing this in categories, 1 point for each, and I'll tell you which one I think is the best for Otis. Now this is only my opinion, and it's not to see which lady's the best. I'm looking what works the best when it comes to the couple itself. So let's get straight into it. Category 1, where it begins. Now I'm starting where the characters find that they love each other, or they do couple things like dating together, not exactly when they've met each other first time. So I'll start with Maeve, as she's one of the main characters. You could tell for a while something was going to happen between these two, but it took up to season 2 to really kick things off. Now Otis was in a relationship when this happened. With Maeve, she has this huge wall or eggshell which is hard to break, but deep down inside she is soft and caring, but she's really scared of getting hurt. She really needed to be pushed to tell Otis that she really loves him. But what makes it hard to watch in this scene is that she's done it at the wrong time, and it backfires a lot. You feel for her as she's opened that shell to show her weak points, her vulnerability, but you could argue it wasn't fair on Otis as he was at the relationship at that time. Now I'm going to talk about Ruby. Now the way that she and Otis got together, I've not seen an awful lot of it in TV and movies, where the hot chick loves the geek. Maybe American Pie would have been one of them. But saying that, I'm not saying Otis is a geek, but he's not what you call an alpha male. If he was all like alpha male, it would be just like watching Love Island, and yeah, yuck. The first proper time that they got together was at a party. They had sex. And then it was all about kind of Ruby's pregnancy, which was interesting to watch because you wouldn't think to put these two together. So you got a lot to watch, and you got to watch it because you didn't know where it was going to go. For me, anyway. Maeve wins this round for me, even if it took a while for her to tell Otis that she loves him. Some people would say that she was teasing him and stuff, and she did shoot herself in the foot when it came to telling him in a way. But I think you should always tell people that you love them, even if they don't really like it. It's one of those hard things. So she probably should have done it, but like it was always going to backfire. And I don't think it was fair for Otis as well, because he, like I said, he was in a relationship at that point. Category 2, dating. I'll start with Ruby this time. As she dated Otis the longest out of the pair, she had complete control of the relationship, telling him what to wear, how to act. It just seemed like a really horrible relationship to be in. But what saved it was Otis asking and pushing and wanting to know more about Ruby in a non-sexual way. Just like Maeve, she had an eggshell, but Ruby's shell seemed twice as thick. So it was nice to see Otis break it and make Ruby come out of it and I think that really helped us care and love Ruby more, and Ruby loved Otis in the end, and it really helped their relationship. Saying that, I don't think it came quick enough for Otis. So the sex itself kept him in there, but the love was not. If he would have stayed there, I think there would have been a big chance that it would work. By the end of it, Ruby was letting Otis wear what he wanted. He was letting him be his own person. Now, I'm not a guy that is brilliant in love. When it comes to flirting or having experience with a girlfriend or wife or anything, I'm not that good. It's just because of lack of experience. But even I know Otis messed up when he said, "That's nice." I mean, talking about savage, like, even I know you should not have gone there. So let's talk about Maeve. What can we say about Maeve? I mean, did they even date in the end? I don't think so. Some say it was unfair on Maeve's part, which is somewhat true, but Otis is no angel either. For me, Maeve should have just tried to work with Isaac and probably leave Otis. At first I didn't really like Isaac, but slowly I changed my mind. It was a shame it didn't work out between those two characters. But it was unfair for Otis and Isaac. For me, it was a bit unfair. She was juggling Otis and Isaac. She didn't know which guy to go to which guy to like make a move on. But saying that, the lads shouldn't have been fighting for her when she lost her sister, being kidnapped by the mom. In the last scene of season 3, Maeve and Otis got together. But did they really? I mean, at least Otis didn't stop Maeve going to America, as if he really loved her, which he did, then he needed to let her go, which she did. She went in the end. But this causes me a big problem. Emma, who plays Maeve, she said, and I quote, she can't play a 17-year-old forever. Which is a huge hint that she's done with the show. Which is okay, because she wants to do movies and she's a young actor, and you should never stay in the same thing forever. And it would be fantastic to see her try new things. So this means something has to happen. I think there might be 3 different things. Otis will cheat on Maeve. Something will happen to Maeve, like she's stuck in America, she can't come back, or she decides to stay there, or there's an accident and she dies. And number 3, where she's just written off the show, so Otis doesn't do anything about dating, but obviously there's still that love interest, or somewhat of a triangle still with Ruby. I don't think they're going to kill off Maeve's character. It's not 13 seasons, why? But thinking about those 3 options for the show to carry on without Maeve, I could be wrong. They could be like, right, we're going to end it. The winner here is Ruby. It has to be. You see the growth in both. You see sparks even now after they've broken up. Personally, I don't think we'll ever see Maeve and Otis together in a season, which is a real shame. Category 3. What do I think? Personally, Maeve seems a better fit for Otis, but for how long, I'm not too sure. They're more of a team, they work to their strengths, but they lack telling each other how they feel about each other. So if they got together right now and they were boyfriend, girlfriend, how well do you think they would cope being miles away and they can only ring, FaceTime each other like maybe daily? I mean, they can text as well, but like it's going to be a humongously long like distance relationship. Now, through they've done it already. They've lied about their feelings through text, and it's really hard to read the emotion behind text. So they lie to each other about feelings, so it stops the other one worrying about them, which in the end of the day is really bad. Ruby was not right for Otis at the start. It was like chalk and cheese. The sex was the only thing that was keeping them together, until Otis really pushed for something more than just a hookup, which made Ruby happier. But did it make Otis any happier? Personally, I don't think so. It felt like he was helping another mate in his sex clinic, going through life, opening it up, having sex instead of money. Otis didn't love Ruby, and maybe she took too long to open up, but who really knows? I believe Otis loved the sex, and only loved the sex, but him liking Ruby as a person, he thought that might be love. So, who wins? Right, so if this show is completely over, like there's no season 4, Maeve and Otis by a long shot. Why? Because they love each other, or they've had affection to each other from the very start. Ruby did love Otis, but it was very one-sided. Like, it took them too long to get together, and then they realised that Otis did not like Ruby in the same way Ruby liked Otis. But with these two, Maeve and Otis, they really did click when it came to the TV series. Now, if there's a season 4, which I freaking hope so, I think they should push Ruby and Otis together. I think Ruby and Otis could be the it couple, but only if there's another season, if there's a good enough story to really open it up. Do I think they're gonna do this? I don't think so. I mean, they might do if they really truly listen to the fans, but at this point I just don't see it kind of happening. I think they really are going to keep on going down the Maeve and Otis line. But saying that, as Emma is kind of leaving, and I don't think she's definitely going to be probably written out, and this is the reason why she's gone to America, or her character's gone to America, so she can be written out, but she can always come back. And the very last thing that she said to Otis was, "Oh, this is not goodbye, this is see you later," which it's almost like saying to the fans, don't worry, I will be back at some point if there's another couple of seasons, or just to make it a little bit interesting for her, she's going somewhere else. But why not use that story to bring Ruby into it? But I don't see how they can bring Ruby into a storyline with Otis again, without her cheating, well, without him cheating on Maeve. And that leaves my question to you guys. Was that a fantastic ending for Sex Education? Do you agree with me? Please let me know. This is my opinion, and it's not the final or correct answer to this question. And maybe I'm wrong in some areas. I would love to hear from you guys, and thanks for watching. And please let me know which team you are on. Team Maeve or Team Ruby?